Hello everyone, and welcome to my GH Soap Opera Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. GH spoilers. Did karma just catch up with Drew Quartermaine? General Hospital spoilers suggest that sooner or later it was going to catch up with him in one way or another. Of course, we are talking about Drew Quartermaine and his stroke. It's incredibly hard to dredge up any empathy for the guy, knowing as he's done so much in the last couple of months. He's taken wicked soap opera political figures to the next level. Did karma just catch up with Drew Quartermaine? Then again, it's beyond a doubt that Willow Tate has also caught up to him in a way that no one anticipated coming either, right? It's about dawn time. So does anyone feel any sympathy for Drew, or is this just the new route that he's going to be forced to walk on from this point forward? That's what everyone wants to know. Clearly, General Hospital fans did have a lot to say about the topic on social media, and even speculated what would happen next for the character in this narrative. Some even reacted with, "My only consolation that Willow didn't kill him is that at least he will have to keep his mouth shut for a while." On the other hand, I believe the bug eyes to go into overdrive. What's next for Drew Quartermaine? Another reviewer of the program commented, "What is it going to take to get his terrible actor off this show? Cameron Matheson is probably delighted that he won't have lines to learn for a while." And then there was this comment as well, "No pity or empathy. I hope Willow finished the work the first time. She can go scratch too, next thing she'll be splitting up Chase and Brooklyn or back with Michael." Karma didn't catch up to him. Willow got up to him. Now, as far as what's going to happen next for Drew and whether or not he's going to survive yet another attempt at his life, remains to be seen. It goes without saying that General Hospital viewers will have to tune in each and every day to find out what will happen next. GH spoilers Wednesday, February 4th. Sonny explodes, Anna begs for help, Willow schemes. General Hospital spoilers and updates for Wednesday, February 4th. Tease Lulu Spencer opens up to Laura Collins, while Nathan West opens up to Nina Reeves. Plus, somewhere in France, a panicked Anna Devane begs out for aid to an obviously upset Felicia Scorpio. Lulu opens up to Laura. It appears like the mother and daughter may be at Laura's office as Lulu opens up to her mother. It's evident she's talking about her love for Nathan, and Laura seems extremely enthusiastic. Laura tells Lulu she may have fewer difficulties with Nathan than she believes. After all, before Maxie Jones went into that coma, she had moved on with Damian Spinelli. Of course, at this stage they have no reason to anticipate Maxie will be waking up in less than a month. Nathan opens up to Nina in the meanwhile. It appears like Nathan and Nina could be at the Crimson office, as he opens up to her about his own sentiments. Nathan informs a not-so-surprised-looking Nina that he has emotions for Lulu. Viewers will recall that the two had an unexpected acceleration of their friends' link to a love won in spite of Maxie being Lulu's best friend, not to mention not widowed after all. This promises to get extremely complex between the trio when Maxie does wake up, that is, if Nathan turns out to truly be Nathan. Willow and Michael's visitation hearing begins elsewhere. Willow Kane and Michael Corinthos' visitation hearing begins outside of the Miller-Davis law office. Willow informs Michael that she hasn't agreed to anything yet. According to the GH Weekly ad, the meeting will turn very tense with Alexis Davis representing Willow, and Rick Lansing representing Michael. Things may get testy, but the two ex-spouse attorneys will not allow themselves to get caught up in their client's drama. Alexis didn't appreciate Willow's blackmailing her into representing her, but she's doing the best she can. Sonny and Jason strategize in the meantime. Sonny Corinthos and Jason Morgan strategize. Apparently Jason's chosen not to accompany the Scorpios in France to rescue Anna. It's evident they're talking Jen Sidwell, and Sonny may be attempting to extract intel out of Jason. Jason learns from Britt Westbourne that Sidwell killed Henry Dalton, but will he inform Sonny? Sonny gets emotional as he exclaims, "The more we know, the easier it is to take him out." Anna cries out to Felicia in France. Somewhere in France, Felicia and the rest of the Scorpio family, including Emma Scorpio Drake, have arrived to rescue Anna. Max Scorpio intended to contact ahead to Kevin Collins to try to get Anna into a decent mental health institution if it's absolutely needed. A anxious and scared Anna begs to an equally agitated and worried Felicia, "Get me out of her so I can stop him." Meaning Caesar Faison. Will Felicia be able to calm Anna down, or figure out what's happened? More importantly, will the mental health facility be able to identify the hallucinatory medications Anna's been given? General Hospital spoilers. Anna's mental institution stay appears insane after captivity? General Hospital spoilers imply that Anna Devane may have a mental hospital stint in her future. Anna may appear nuts after her horrible captivity, so let's speak about her dreadful condition. GH fans know Anna has been drugged and has suffered plenty of hallucinations as a result. Anna has come to believe Caesar Faison is still alive, although it's evident she's a gaslighting victim. With Pascal's aid, director Ross Cullum and Jen Sidwell have convinced Anna that Faison has returned from the grave. However, it's going to be challenging for Anna to convince anybody else in her deranged state. Once Anna begins talking about Lisa Labrecht, Peter August and Faison coming up when she was in prison, it's going to appear like she's absolutely lost it. In the February 2nd episode, Emma Scorpio Drake received a phone call from someone pretending to be a police officer in a tiny town in France. Emma also learnt that Anna grabbed the attention of a car on a desolate road, which led to her stating she'd been kept prisoner and fled. According to Emma, Anna claimed she needed to warn everyone that Faison is alive. However, Dante Falconeri will remain suspicious after he learns the latest news from Jason Morgan on February 3rd. Dante battled in the past due to PTSD and indoctrination, so he knows how hard it is to climb out of a horrible situation. It appears like Dante will think Anna has to count on people she trusts most to bring her back to sanity. Anna obviously appears mentally unbalanced in the promo video for the week of February 2nd to 6th. Felicia Scorpio looks incredibly distraught as Anna argues Felicia had to get her out of there. Based on the white walls in the backdrop, Anna may be in the insane unit when this discussion happens. It may be found that Anna isn't in her right mind, therefore she may be taken to a mental hospital for additional treatment. Of course, it'd be easy for Sidwell and Cullum to pay someone on the inside to keep drugging Anna and make her look nuts. Anna may effectively become a prisoner all over again, only this time, she may be at Shadybrook or another mental health hospital. General Hospital spoilers claim Anna has more trauma ahead of her, so stay tuned for details on the next step of Cullum and Sidwell's scheme. February erupts at Port Charles. Jason's bombshell, Willow's dark move, and Maxie's return shake General Hospital spoilers for the month of February 2026. February brings romance, tragedy, and hazardous discovery as Port Charles encounters severe turns. General Hospital spoilers for the month of February 2026 reveal escalating tension, fractured alliances, and emotional fallout. Every tale pulls someone toward a choice they may regret. Love deepens, secrets spread, and storms form silently. Jason and Sunny face explosive new truths. The month starts with Jason presenting explosive information that drives Sunny to reassess everything. Disturbing information concerning Hank Dalton's shooting surface slowly, and Sunny gets apprehensive as each piece twists the picture. Jason feels the incident was ordered, and that conviction feeds a profound fear. Sunny must negotiate pressure from all sides while confronting fresh challenges. His prior ties cause further issues as Ross Cullum's shadow lingers over the truth. Jason continues excavating because he senses danger approaching. Their partnership strengthens as new motivations become obvious. General Hospital spoilers, Willow's power move sends shockwaves through the families. Willow leans into control as she exploits the children to gain influence. Her ideas generate a quiet tension that rises with each demand she makes. Alexis and Michael feel squeezed as Willow says she deserves more time with the kids. At Drew's house, anxiety mounts as he remains locked under Willow's spell. His irritation builds daily as she keeps driving him into silence and terror. Her revelation leaves Drew terrified because it confirms his worst suspicion. Willow may lose everything if her truth spreads. Britt fights panic as deadly secrets close and Britt sees danger gathering around her. She discovers things she was never supposed to know, and her reaction prompts suspicion. Cullum's threats close around her life as she considers quiet versus survival. Britt feels besieged as each secret becomes heavier. Meanwhile, Anna's abduction causes anxiety across town as information reaches the wrong ears. Britt panics when she knows Anna's destiny may rely on her decisions. Hidden adversaries loom closer, as Britt attempts to maintain cool. Someone's mistake might cost Anna her freedom. General Hospital spoilers, Lulu and Nathan's forbidden connection heats up. Lulu and Nathan face greater temptation as old emotions resurface. Their friendship ignites gently at first but grows swiftly. Both attempt to avoid crossing a boundary, although every minute together drives them closer. Their connection produces pressure neither can escape. When Maxie's homecoming is verified, everything moves again. Her awakening sends shock waves around town when she discovers Nathan survived. Maxie must face feelings she buried long ago. Lulu feels shame as she sees Nathan divided between past and present. Maxie awakens to a life she never expected. Maxie wakes to a world that moved without her. She must face harsh truths that impact her future. News of Nathan's survival strikes her greatly, and adapting grows tougher with each passing moment. Her interactions feel strange, and she confronts anxiety and surprise. She also detects secrets gathering around her. Nathan's feelings become harder to decipher, and Lulu's presence confuses things. Maxie craves answers but fears the consequences of every fact. Her rehabilitation causes everyone around her to confront repressed sentiments. General Hospital spoilers: Cody and Molly struggle as Valentine's Day nears. Cody and Molly hit a heartbreaking wall as February unfolds. Their relationship weakens because neither feels heard anymore. The timing feels terrible considering Valentine's Day approaches soon. Doubts creep in, and decisions grow harder. Both fear a lonely Christmas, however pride keeps them apart. Their pals sense the growing gap and worry the rift may become permanent. Molly struggles to comprehend her heart as Cody wrestles with frustration. Their next action may decide their future. Romance stirs for Jason, Britt, Curtis, Jordan, and more. Jason and Britt sneak private moments as February passes. They move carefully since danger surrounds them. Their relationship develops, and they battle for joy despite foes observing. Their clandestine passion evolves steadily and provides fresh hope. Curtis and Jordan feel a slow change as their emotional boundaries weaken. Their restored friendship evolves through shared vulnerability. Rick and Elizabeth also explore fresh sparks, as Lucy's love life gets complex. Sidwell's involvement in Ava drives Lucy near a breaking point. Why General Hospital needs Jake and Georgie. Georgie and Jake are missing from the younger scene on the ABC serial, but they shouldn't be. The teen and young adult scene on General Hospital has been on fire lately. However, two essential individuals are missing, especially when one heated plotline heats up. Key takeaways: the kissing cousins have GH viewers wanting Jake and Georgie to return. Why Georgie and Jake should be front and center in Port Charles. The possibilities of introducing them to the younger scene on the ABC show are unlimited. Bring back Jake and Georgie ASAP. The fact that GH has cousins Danny and Charlotte kissing is enough to merit the comeback of Georgie and Jake. After all, Jake and Charlotte already had eyes for each other back in the day when she was harassing Anna. It seems more logical that Charlotte would appreciate Jake, who's a bit older than her same-aged relative. That leaves the door open for potentially a Danny, Georgie, and Rocco teen love triangle. Rocco and Danny are like brothers. The two of them having affections for the same female would make for a really engaging tale that doesn't make people uncomfortable. One fan on X suggested exactly as much, saying, "It's really about time to bring Jake back on the canvas. I'd rather see Charlotte and Jake build a bond than her with Danny. I would have thought they would have matched Danny and Georgie cause I can see them being a viable couple." The Maxie, Jason, Spinelli, and Elizabeth factors aside from the obvious reason to have Georgie and Jake in the mix, they are legacy characters who need to be seen. Georgie is a Jones, while Jake is a Weber and a Quartermain, giving the authors a lot to work with for the characters. Plus, there's also additional potential tales for Maxie, Elizabeth, Spinelli, and Jason if those two kids are around. It's no secret Elizabeth needs her own plot. Pairing her kid with a Cassadine would surely provide her some nice fodder. Elizabeth knows better than anybody what it's like to be associated with a Cassadine, because of her friendship and connection with Nicholas. There's also the possibility for additional liaison moments, especially if Jake were to return with a chip on his shoulder about Jason being MIA his whole life. GH fans have been robbed of witnessing Jason and Jake genuinely communicate since Jason returned from the grave for a second time in 2024. Danny was the emphasis back then rather than Jake, so exploring that and making Jake more like Jason would be great to see evolve. Something other viewers are losing out on is witnessing Maxie and Spinelli raise a teenager. While seeing them negotiate parenting James, who has a mind of his own, is always entertaining, it has put teenage Georgie on the back burner. Maxie was a crazy teenager, and we can honestly tell that watching her cope with a small version of herself would be beyond entertaining. Also, Spinelli as a young female dad, pure gold. Georgie being put in alongside Danny, Rocco, and Charlotte would also have consequences for the bonds between Jason and Spinelli, as well as Maxie and Lulu. Would Spinelli truly want his daughter dating Jason's son? That's something we would like to know since Spinelli and Jason haven't actually ever had a huge falling out. This may be it. The options are boundless for where to take Georgie and Jake if GH would simply bring them back into the fold. What are your opinions regarding Georgie and Jake being MIA on GH? Share your 2 cents in the comments area below. General Hospital star Ryan Pavey shares a special look into his personal life. Fans who only know Ryan Pavey from his role as Nathan West on General Hospital or his countless Hallmark movies will see a whole different side to the actor thanks to his newly launched YouTube channel. Over the previous 5 months, he's published several short movies demonstrating his passion of traveling, surfing, and crafting jewelry for his business, Fortunate Wanderer, but now he's thrilled to offer more long and intricate productions. Life of adventure. If you followed me for any length of time, you've probably heard me talking about my big, grandiose YouTube plans, Pavey revealed in a video posted to Instagram displaying some clips from his works. But I'm also a bit of a perfectionist, so it definitely took me a lot longer to deliver on that than I thought because I wanted to make sure that we could do a good job with the taping, and also that we could do stuff worth taping, if that makes any sense. It became another method, I believe, for me to show my love of the water and to share it with people. So sure, Wanderer was a creative outlet, and it still is. So we did. And we do. And it's cool. And it exists now. And if you enjoy experiences, we could be your people. Check it out. The first couple of videos Pavey created were shorter ones exploring where he gets the inspiration for the jewelry that he makes, and sharing a memory of surfing with his dad. 4 months ago, he began sharing longer-form videos filmed as part of the Fortunate Wanderer series. The first was about surfing, including Pavey's younger brother, Toshi, as they pounded the waves in San Diego and had a post-surf campfire. Episode 2 was on his love for silversmithing, while the third showed the actor renovating an old surfboard and taking it for a drive. Pavey's most recent release is the 4th episode, titled The Barbados Chronicles, which is a 20-minute look into the first portion of his journey to the Caribbean with his brother and his buddy Ryan. After a brief trip to Home Depot for materials, the actor teaches viewers how to carefully prepare a surfboard for transport, and then they proceed to the airport, where the men experience some difficulty getting all their boards on the aircraft with them, which leads to some rescheduling and rearranging. Once in Barbados, Pavey reports to work on a movie set before he and his pals explore Animal Flower Cave, where they are astonished by the vistas. If you want a glimpse at some of my day-to-day and some epic adventures, this is the place, Pavey said on Instagram of his new endeavor. He also advised any of his admirers interested in that area of his life to do all those social media verbs like subscribe and share and all that, adding, "I'd be grateful." While Lulu confides in Laura, Jocelyn hunts for answers. Emotions pour, investigations grow, and one calculated move might change everything in Port Charles. The General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, February 4th, 2026, center on Lulu confiding in Laura, Joss looking for answers, and Willow making her move. Key takeaways: Lulu opens out to Laura while Nathan confides in Nina. Joss goes rogue again, looking for answers despite warnings. Jason and Sunny strategize. Willow raises her tactics and prepares a dramatic next move. Confiding and confessing: the recent winter triggered first kisses for 2 couples, including Lulu and Nathan. While this moment wasn't wholly unexpected, after the kiss happened, the troubles started. Lulu is Maxie's best buddy. Maxie is now in a coma. Meanwhile, Nathan is Dante's best buddy. Dante is Lulu's ex-husband. Guilt set in quickly, and while they have definitely formed feelings for each other, there's no way the two can let it progress into something more, right? On Wednesday, watch for Lulu and Nathan to try to hash out what they're feeling to other people. Lulu confides in her mother. What words of wisdom will Laura have for her daughter? Meanwhile, Nathan opens out to Nina. He has been off the grid or wherever he was for that 7-year period while he was dead. Lulu has been a source of comfort and support for him as he has readjusted to life in Port Charles. Will Nina's encouragement help Nathan decide out his next moves with Lulu? A rogue Joss during the winter, Joss created a blackout on Spoon Island, and when she circled back to Windmere to search for answers, she bumped across Cullum. It was unclear whether or not he realized Joss was a WSB agent or just a college student. Something tells us he is skeptical of Joss and will act on his suspicions in some fashion down the line. Joss is doing all of this against Brennan's orders, and on Wednesday, it's no different. She goes digging for information. Where does her rogue self decide to dig? Strategies and moves: if Jason and Sunny are planning, as the weekly spoilers hint, it's most likely over this Sidwell problem. Jason could inform Sunny about the fact that Britt told him she saw Sidwell murder Dalton in front of her very eyes. With that knowledge, they may be able to find out how to pull Sunny and Laura out from under Sidwell's grip. Finally, Willow is demonstrating that she's just as evil as Drew. She readily slid into blackmail mode during her talk with Alexis. She used Scout as leverage, and now Alexis is defending Alexis throughout the custody dispute for Amelia and Wiley. Willow is laser-focused on getting her kids back, and she will destroy Michael and damage his image to do it. In GH's weekly video preview, Willow understands she has to turn to something stronger to achieve what she wants. And it seems to involve a key. What is that all about? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel without missing any update.